Hello everyone and welcome to another game of World of Warships, and today it's once again me playing. So I'm in the Gremyashchy, tier 5 Russian premium destroyer that's, well, too strong. And I'm on the map Estuary in a 4-point domination game mode. It's a tier 7 battle, which means my ship is actually balanced. Yeah, but joking aside, Gremyashchy is a ship that's too strong, and that's why she isn't sold anymore. But bad news is, well, it's a tier 7 battle. The enemies have 2 destroyers, and this is a domination game. Now I'm opening up at the enemy destroyer here. And I'm not using my smoke, because the enemy is smoking. And once the enemy Farragut is hidden in his smoke, as you see, I'm not detected any longer. Because he was the only one detecting me, and he can't see outside of his own smoke. So I saved myself a smoke, and I'm still perfectly safe. Now I'm launching some torpedoes and see if enemy destroyers move. Now the bad thing is here I'm the only destroyer in the team and the enemy have 2, so the enemy can actually send a destroyer to Point Alpha as well. And, well, anyway, as you can see, the majority of my team is coming with me, or coming with me is, well, they are sticking pretty far behind, and we have some weird ships going here in the middle, but ultimately nobody is going to the left side, which is bad. And if you have everyone in your team on one side, you really have to push. But it doesn't look like my team is pushing so far. They are all sitting, they aren't even like coming towards the cap zone, they are sitting way too far behind. Now battleships, most battleships are rather slow, so I have some hopes that someone will move up, but managed yet. But we shall see. Now the enemy is started capping Point Alpha, and they get this point for completely free because we have no one over there. And I can't capture here because the enemy destroyer, well, he is blocking me. And was smart enough not to sit still in his smoke, so now I'm currently smoking here. There is way too many enemies that could shoot me. I'll have to be careful. I have a little island as protection here if the enemy destroyer decides to launch torpedoes in my direction, although the enemy destroyer has very short range torpedoes. Range was, I think, something like 6.5 kilometers, 0.4. There is a perf, the perf is smoking, now the perf is moving with her smoke, so I'm just taking a wild guess, and I get first blood out of it, which I feel sorry for the perf. I mean, perfs are an endangered species, and yeah, he is sure, why not. I really feel sorry for the guy, but I was laughing pretty loud when it happened. Anyway. Now I have a feeling this Nagato is just cautiously reversing there, so let's hope he keeps reversing and eats my torpedoes. Meanwhile, I would still like to get rid of the enemy destroyer, but now there is one battleship moving up here, and I really appreciate it, but the problem is nobody is following. Now you'd expect, if your whole team is on this side, if somebody is brave enough to lead the charge, that the team would follow. But nobody does. Now my division mates are in cruisers, they are like second line fighters therefore, and yeah, we have only one battleship brave enough here. Now this battleship might be a little bit too far forward in his situation. I would hold position behind this island, or besides this island. This island could block the shots of the ships left to him, and then he could angle towards the ships in front of him and hopefully hold the position for a while. And maybe if he can hold it long enough, our team will move up. I'm not holding my breath. Now, meanwhile, we can also see that we have quite a few ships who are still inside our spawn, and I'm not exactly sure what they are doing, because it's not like anybody is pushing towards the left. And we still don't have the point yet. Now this Geyser now, I guess he was frustrated because nobody was helping him out here in the Dingsens, but he I mean, he took out the destroyer, which is nice, but by showing broadside to so many enemies, he sealed his fate. And well, there were also torpedoes of the destroyer who was close by. Now I'm currently capping here, but I'm also detected. I'm too close to this Nagato. And I'll just pop my smoke. Hopefully get a few torpedoes towards this Nagato off. Now I'm only firing one launcher because I'm waiting what the Nagato does. And I got a fire currently, which is nice, because if he gets rid of the fire and then gets hit by a torpedo, he will just flood. Looks like he is keeping the fire for now. And it looks like the Nagato might be turning into other torpedoes, but I think they are from the Gneisenau. The Gneisenau is fairly short-reached, so yeah. My torpedoes are still going, and I might get one hit here, I guess. And I even have some flooding. Yeah, this Nagato is done for. Unfortunately, the Gneisenau here, well, it seems like a second Gneisenau here is with me at the front line, but this poor Gneisenau will go down as well. Also, one of my division mates has joined me here in my smoke. Unfortunately, my smoke won't hold very long anymore, and it looks like we almost have an enemy Gneisenau over there, but the Gneisenau is repairing. Now, currently I'm focused, I intend to shoot the Aoba. I have loaded armor piercing for that. I can't fire my guns as long as my division mate is directly in front of me. So I'm moving in, unfortunately my smoke is going away. Now since this Gneisenau is still floating, I'm helping out with her. Because honestly we can't let this Gneisenau escape, he might just heal up. And he's a, well, big threat. Like any battleship. And that Gneisenau is done with. Now I'm going to help out with this Aoba. And well, meanwhile it's not looking so bad. We have actually a ship advantage. We have the same number of capture points. So battle is looking pretty decent. Almost. Down goes the Aoba. Now problem is, we still have a lot of ships in the capture circle in our base, but we are running out of ships here on the right side, even though we basically had everyone deploy here at some point, more or less. Well, I guess quite a few ships just haven't made it out of the spawn ever. But anyway, our side here is dwindling, and it's only me, my friendly Kier, well, like that. It's only me and the Colorado left here, and quite a few enemies. Now, the odds aren't really that much in my favor, but I'll pop around this island, deploy some smoke, and then hopefully get a torpedo salvo off at this Bayern. Now I'm holding my second launch, because I do not expect this Bayern to just sail straight in those torpedoes. I mean, seriously, I came around this corner, I was spotted, there is smoke, this Bayern has to try something. Now what he is trying is showing broadside to a smoke where torpedoes are coming from. I would not recommend that. I mean, I would have been very happy with one torpedo hit, but thanks to the outstanding performance of the Bayern, I managed to get free. You really had to work for that one. And well, now I'm launching some more torpedoes. And let's see if they can hit. I'm also trying to keep this island here as some cover. I really don't want to engage the cruiser that's around here as well. And it looks like the carrier managed to finish off Bayern. Now there is a Fuser coming for me, so I guess I have two options. I can turn around and try to retreat, but instead I'm charging. One launcher is ready, the second launcher will be ready in 30 seconds, and I'm still in my smoke and I'm fairly close. The smoke is starting to run out, but that's okay. Now I'll use my speed boost and I'll just charge in. The Fuso just fired, so I mean he is not paying any attention to the smoke he's directly going to, because reasons. And this means he should be easy prey. The turret rotation of the Fuso isn't good enough that he could do anything here. I mean his secondaries are opening up, but my second torpedo launcher is reloaded, and that's one less Fuso. And look at that, I found myself a carrier in the front. And I think I'm probably being hunted by the cruiser. I mean, cruiser has a chance of either going capture or to try to engage me. But I will try to bring down the enemy carrier now. Because he is nicely there just sitting in the open for me. And it looks like the enemy destroyer is bringing down our carrier. I mean, at this point I would say this game is pretty much won. We control the majority of the map. We are currently taking the last capture point. And I'll just farm some damage here on a poor defenseless carrier. Now, cruiser behind me is obviously a bigger threat than the carrier, but I don't really want to engage that cruiser in a gunfight if I can help it. I'm trying to just increase the distance between me and my pursuer. And meanwhile, I'll just take down the area. Again, I just use one launcher. I keep my second launcher because I'm not expecting him to stay on course, and I probably don't even need torpedoes. And instead of continuing to fire here, I was turning my ship because I expected those bombers to come at me. So I wanted to turn towards them. Was a waste of effort because he decided to go after our Gremyashchy. Now I have 8 kilometers torpedo range. I just launch randomly towards the Budyonny that's pursuing me. I'm detected by planes and I'm afraid that won't end anytime soon because those planes will just chill here with the carrier dead. And it's not like I have the anti-air to shoot them down. So I'd probably be using my guns here at the Budyonny anyway, because yeah, can't drop into stealth. It's not like it matters all that much. As I said, I'm pretty sure this game is already won. And it looks like the Budyonny is actually sailing into my torpedo, as long as it doesn't run out, and it didn't run out. And some more achievements, because yay me! Now only one destroyer is remaining. And point-wise, this game is almost over, so this will be a pretty nice victory. Now let's take a look at the results. I got 2,530 base experience, and yeah, it was a pretty good battle. And I was grateful towards the enemies that just sailed into my torpedoes there in the end. So it was fun. And I earned myself Confederate, First Blood, Kraken, 2 Devastating Strikes and High Caliber. I scored 150,000 points of damage and sunk 6 enemy ships. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys next time.